want to go to Colombia, you need a visa, a Colombian cédula. Then you are exactly right here. Colombia is an excellent place for retirees, and for 10 years I have been advising immigrants, including several hundred retirees. So definitely stay tuned in this video. You will learn everything in part 1. I will look at where you must or can be in order to apply for a visa. Very important. Then perhaps the most important part, the visa process itself, which information and which conditions must be fulfilled so that you also receive a visa. And then the third part during the visa process, what can happen during it? These are also very important pieces of information. And then in part 4, when the visa is approved, you must also pay attention to many important things. In the last part, we look at the costs, also an important topic for many. I will also explain which services you can use. The first question is always, from where can I apply for my visa? Do I have to be in my home country, or is it possible? Otherwise, the answer is both are possible. You can apply for a visa in your home country or in a country where you have a permanent residence permit. And yes, also directly in Colombia, but only under one condition. You must be staying legally in the country. That means, as a tourist or with an existing visa, you can submit the application. What does not work is staying illegally in the country. Then you have no chance of applying for a visa. Those who missed leaving in time and are staying illegally are out, so that this does not happen to you. Briefly explained, when entering Colombia, you receive a stamp in your passport. This usually states 90 days. That means you are allowed to stay in the country for 90 days. Many think they can simply stay 180 days. That is only partially true. You can stay up to 180 days per year in the country, but you must actively apply for the extension. It does not happen automatically. And this is exactly where it often becomes critical if you want to stay longer. For example, because you want to apply for a visa, time quickly becomes tight, especially if you do not decide directly upon entry. In this case, you need an extension. You can apply for it yourself, or we can do it for you in the second part, probably the most important for you. It is about which information the migration authority needs and which documents are required and how the process works exactly, so that you get a feeling for how much time the whole thing takes. I will also explain how the process works when you work with us. Basically, you can apply for any visa yourself. I will come back to that later if you want to do the process with us. You simply contact us, we arrange an appointment, and first look at whether it is even the right visa. This is a short standard check and completely free for you. If everything is clear that it is the right visa and we go this way together, you will receive a written offer that you can review at your leisure. If everything fits, the first payment is made. This consists of the application fee, i.e., the official fee, plus our service fee. I will explain the details of the costs later. After that, we start the process. After that, you will receive 2 checklists. We need the corresponding information and documents from you. Which information do the authorities require? Actually, nothing unusual. Marital status, level of education, last profession, activity, income, or pension, whether you have ever been deported, whether you have relatives in Colombia, your residential address in your home country, blood group, and further details. So everything's standard. Now about the documents you need. A passport photo, a copy of the passport, including entry stamp and application letter, which we will prepare for you if you have already had a visa. We also need the last visa and your last cédula. In addition, the pension certificate, as well as the bank statements of the last 3 months to prove that you actually received the pension. Also, a police clearance certificate, a medical certificate, and proof of health insurance. Now, one of the most important questions, how high must the pension be? For the retirement visa, you must prove a minimum pension. This is based on the minimum wage in Colombia. This is currently about 407 euros. 3 times that is around 1,200 euros due to exchange rates and adjustments, so that you do not run into time problems. Start organizing the documents 2 to 3 months in advance. Some things are quick, others take longer. For example, the police clearance certificate. Important. These documents must be apostilled. The apostille confirms the authenticity of the documents for Colombia. It is based on the Hague Convention. ask your local authorities or inform yourself online. I recommend having translations done in Colombia. We can take care of that for you. Important: bank statements do not need to be translated. Health insurance can be submitted in English. The police clearance certificate must be translated. The medical certificate should ideally be done directly in Colombia. A very important point: all documents must not be older than 3 months. I recommend a maximum of 2 months if the documents are too old. The application can fail. Then you have to do everything again. So be sure to pay attention to this. When you have all the documents, you send them to us digitally. We check everything carefully. Then we submit the application. Part 3S ongoing. The visa application has been submitted, and now the authorities are reviewing it. And this is the most unpleasant part of the whole process. So there are always a few beads of sweat. And now the officer takes out the magnifying glass and looks at the application very closely. All documents are checked, and the migration authority has the right to request anything, no matter what is stated on any checklists on the websites. The officers may request anything without justification. We, of course, know the authorities over the years and already have some idea of what kind of questions they might come up with and are prepared. In most cases, we already have the documents ready in the drawer. Otherwise, we will contact you again. We absorb a lot in advance. As mentioned, the authority has the right to do so, and there is no arguing or discussing. You cannot even call them because everything runs only via email. You also cannot contact them directly. You can only respond to requests. And here it is indeed good to be prepared, because if they come with things that require time on your part to organize, it may happen that the visa application expires. The officer then grants another deadline for submitting the additionally requested documents, but this is sometimes very short. And then you have to jump and run. We, of course, try to cushion this wherever possible so that you are relieved. But we cannot guarantee that no unexpected requests will come. This happens rarely, but it is not excluded. A visa application takes about 30 days, sometimes a bit longer or shorter. Until the visa is granted or rejected, you can track the processing status in the system. We, of course, do this regularly to see whether everything is running or the application is stuck somewhere. If a visa application expires in time, that is not a rejection. You simply have to submit the application again. So the visa is approved, and now we move on to the next step, to obtain the cédula, the Colombian identity card. And then we also look at what it means to have your visa and whether you can lose it again. And if the visa is approved, and we assume that now, then the visa must be paid. If you apply with us, you can send us the money and we will forward it to the authorities. After that, we receive your visa electronically from the authorities, which we then forward to you. And now we are ready to apply for your cédula. That is the Colombian identity card. For this, forms are filled out and submitted, as well as an appointment arranged for you at the migration authority. They take a passport photo and your fingerprints. After that, the cédula goes into production, and then you have to be patient until you can pick up the cédula. This can sometimes take a very long time. In the migration system, you can check when the cédula is ready for collection. You have a so-called migrant visa, M visa. There is also the V visa, visitor. With that, you never get permanent residence with the M visa. You are on the path to residence for now. However, you have a migrant visa, and this you must have for 5 years without interruption before you receive the R visa, that is permanent residence. I am often asked how long the visa is valid, and I have to say, usually for 1 year. On the authorities' websites, it says up to 3 years. The validity is usually 1 year, even though officially up to 3 years are possible. In 90% of cases, it is only 1 year. This lies solely at the discretion of the officer. And there are no criteria here for when it is issued for 3 years. So that you do not lose the visa, you must enter Colombia once every 6 months, even if it is only for 1 day. You may stay abroad longer than 6 months per year. You just have to return to Colombia every 6 months. I am often asked how it works with the spouse, whether they can also get a visa. The spouse can apply for a beneficiary visa, but only once you have your visa. The spouse's visa depends on your visa. This is important when it comes to time planning. Only once your visa is approved can your spouse's visa be applied for. Let us come to the costs. We see that the official fees amount to approx €330, and our service to approx €320 plus VAT. So roughly everything together about €711. I say roughly because due to exchange rate fluctuations, the amount in euros cannot be determined exactly. Additional costs for criminal record certificate, doctor translations, apostilles, etc., are not included in the price. Translation costs depend on the scope, therefore, we cannot determine the price in advance. We are happy to provide you with a separate offer. You are free to use our service or to try the application yourself. I say try because you do not have the experience and cannot know what the current situation and practice at the migration authority is. We, of course, notice this because we submit several visa applications weekly and know what kind of follow up questions usually come. And this changes constantly and more frequently lately. Perhaps it is politically motivated or has other reasons. Things also change without changes in the law. Many applicants inquire on Facebook and ask the community. Often they then receive incomplete or outdated information because people who write on Facebook may have only applied for their own visa, and perhaps that was years ago. Others try it with ChatGPT, and I have already had people in the office who came with documents that I do not need, and others were missing. They then had to start again from the beginning and had already spent money on documents that we do not need. Of course, there are people who manage to apply for their visa themselves. In the end, everyone has to decide for themselves whether it is worth €320 to be guided through the entire visa process or not. And every week, customers knock on my door who have tried it themselves and then get stuck somewhere in the process or have failed, and then ask us whether we could take over the case. To think, I will try it, and if it does not work, I can still use a service or get help selectively. And not because we are bad people. We do not take on such cases. The reason is that we do not know exactly what you have done and possibly have already messed something up. It would be a much greater effort for us and certain things we can no longer correct.
Yeah, and when you move abroad, you will automatically come in contact with many topics such as taxes, real estate, health insurance, and so on. Even if you want to start a company, we are happy to support you with all this. We are a one-stop shop for expats. Our company has been around since 2017, and we have lawyers as well as CPAs on our team. For example, we can also provide you with tax simulation if you want to understand what your personal tax situation is. What is very important to me, you are always welcome to call me if you want to find out which visa might be the right for you. This call is completely free of charge. I'm happy to take around 15 minutes to talk with you by phone, by WhatsApp, or by video conference. Just contact me. By the way, this number is my direct number, so you can always reach me out directly, and you don't get someone on the phone who speaks Spanish. On my channel, you will find a lot of information about relocating, moving abroad. I have created dedicated playlists for this, including one playlist with all videos in English. My channel is mainly in German, but I regularly publish content in English as well. For about 2 months now, YouTube has also been automatically synchronizing my German videos into English. Let me briefly show how it works. You click on the setting icon and can switch the language to English under audio track. Am vergangenen Wochenende an einen ganz speziellen Ort, den ich euch vorstellen möchte. Und ja, auch ein bisschen Einblick geben, mein Alltag jetzt nicht, wie ich arbeite oder.
Would be too boring. But I was able to fulfill a dream I've always wanted here. I like to play chess, that much I'll tell you.
Important to know, my German videos are usually only available in synchronized English about 2 weeks after they are published in German, so be please a little bit patient. At the same time, I will continue to publish all important professional information directly in English on this channel. So it's definitely worth to subscribe. Just activate the bell so you don't miss anything about taxes, visa, health insurance, real estate, as well as the country and its people. We have an office in Medellín and as well in Santa Marta, but we support our clients throughout the entire country. If you are still in your home country, we can handle everything via phone or video conference, so absolutely no problem. Do not hesitate to contact me. Make sure to visit my website as well. Everything is shown here. The phone number displayed is my direct number. You can communicate with me in English, German, or Spanish. We also do not have so-called gringo prices. That means inflated prices for foreigners. As a one-stop shop, we are focused on building long-term and trustworthy business relationships. With that being said, I wish you all the best and I hope to see you in the next video and all the best for your relocation plans. So see you soon. Bye bye.